Offset's solo track is here. The beginning of the Offset album rollout is here.
Yep, we're here. We're witnessing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A track by Offset. We had originally heard earlier this week this track would feature Moneybagg Yo. It did not. This was just Offset featured, produced by Baby Keem.
Yeah, how you feeling about this one?
This was great. I liked everything that I heard from Offset. I saw the video.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said the music video. Yeah,
I saw the video. He was basically set at like a theme park, an amusement park. It was a nice video. Visuals were great. The rap was great. The content was great.
Yep.
This was nice to hear from Offset. You've been seeing a lot of Quavo, a lot of Takeoff. You haven't been seeing anything from Offset. And we've got a very, very good song to me and an interesting song when you get to the politics that we'll get to later.
Facts. But no, I agree as well. Like, first time hearing it, I was like, okay, the beat is crazy. Shout out to Baby Keem, putting his producer credits on there.
Sounds like a Baby Keem track.
Sounds just like I heard Baby Keem on the song.
This wasn't even produced this was produced by Baby Keem for Baby Keem.
Oh,
he was
God.
just like,
I swear.
give it the set.
I swear. But no, it sounded good, man. Offset he's such a great rapper, bro. He floated well on that track. I loved it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so more onto the politics though. You wanted to go ahead and go there.
Yeah, you want to go into it?
Yeah, so one thing that stood out to me, bro.
It didn't even stand out to me. You showed me this.
Yeah, man, and I did it on purpose. I told you like I was gonna text you.
I think it's because I never listened to this on DSPs. I strictly watched the music video.
Got you. So I purposely didn't text you. I was like, I'm gonna wait till we link for the pod because I want to see your reaction. So
and you got a reaction.
I did. So me looking at this track, I go down and look at the label credits. If you have Apple Music, you can go down at the end of the song. You'll see whose distribution and whose label is backing this song, right? And so I looked, and I don't see QC listed anywhere on this song. It just says Motown Records. Now, if you know, QC is backed by Motown Records. If you didn't know that, but usually. On everything that Offset has dropped in the past, all Migos track, even the Uncle Few they just dropped, it'll say Quality Control Music / Motown Records.
Yep.
So I'm like, why doesn't this song say QC? What is going on at QC? Did Offset leave QC?
That's the big question that everybody wants to know. I actually had just gone to Tidal so I could double check and see if I could get any other insight. I don't see anything that has anything
it's not even
to do with
there.
QC.
Swear to God.
So when Jakari showed me this, I was baffled. I immediately swiped up and I typed in Quavo Takeoff's name because I wanted to see if Offset's name and his music no longer appears under the QC management or the label tag. Does Quavo and Takeoff's Unc and Few music that has just recently been released?
Right.
So if Offset's off, they've got to be off too, right?
Right.
They're still on the label. I'm looking at the music they just dropped within the last 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
It says QC, Motown, that whole UMG. And then you look back at Offsets that just says Motown, UMG. And my head went the fucking swirling, Corey. Offset has definitely left QC.
Bro. I think that relationship has come to an end. Maybe. I think we may be witnessing like firsthand that QC Offset relationship may be coming to an halt.
It only sucks because last week we thought that they got us. We had stopped. We were like, they fucking got us, Corey.
They pulled one over on us.
And it looks like Offset's pulled out of the deal.
Yeah, I think he may just be being backed solely from this point on by Motown.
By Motown.
Doing his own thing. And it's weird to even to see that and speculate and, say that because we still don't even know what's going on here between the three. and maybe the label now at this point, maybe Q and Coach P as well. You know, we just don't know who's involved. So it sucks, bro. But no, that means something. And I know y'all probably like, what? Nah, bro. That means something because you made it a point for QC not to be on there.
Well, I'm Roger Taylor, so even if we don't have the truth, we're definitely gonna fucking swirl around some fucking rumors.
The rumor mill.
It's been wide known, not even a rumor.
I mean, yeah, it's been known. Even before the Unconfused shit, it's been known that
There's been tension not just between the Migos themselves,
Yeah.
but between the Migos and their situation with QC.
Yep.
We heard about this before Culture 3 dropped, and we heard that might have been a reason why Culture 3 took so long.
Yep.
And QC, P had to come out and say that there was no beef between them and the Migos. Offset, Takeoff, and them, they had to state the exact same thing. But in the background, if you're privy to information, you knew there were quarrels going on. You knew there were fights going on, real fights going on.
Yep.
Between members of Migos, between A&Rs and label heads at QC, between rappers on QC. And I'm just gonna clear air, and if this episode gets listened back to later, sorry guys. Migos was not happy with Lil Baby becoming the priority of QC. Not happy at all.
You think so?
I know so. 100%. I know that.
Why do you think that?
I've listened and heard of real fights go on about it. You know, like real fights between members of that label.
Okay.
And heads of that label, executives of that label. I've heard, from firsthand, fights that have actually gone on between 4PF and QC artists.
Yeah, we know that. Studio fights.
Club fights.
Club fights, yeah. That was reported. I remember that for sure.
Niggas getting their chains robbed and shit like that.
Across the face and shit.
Yeah. QC, well, let's just say Migos and Lil Baby are not fans of each other at all.
Okay.
At all.
Label drama. Ooh.
And they haven't been for years.
I was going to say this has been going on
This
at
is
least 2019.
Yeah, 2018, 2019, something like that. This is not new.
Yeah. I knew that for sure.
The moment Lil Baby popped, it became a problem at that label because it was homegrown and it was for Migos, so it seemed like Migos would be the bread and butter forever. But you're not always. You see the way 2017 came and they were the biggest in the world, and they're not anymore. And now Lil Baby is. Of course, you're gonna put the money and the money and the attention, and all of the events that are gonna go on and things like that behind Baby.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's business.
Yeah,
it's business. Yeah,
but I also understand people that have been the number one at a label before. That's like, okay, I'm not going back to being treated like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go somewhere where even if I'm not number one, I'm being treated in my own way, like I'm my own number one.
Yeah.
And there's not a hierarchy here right now.
No, yeah, that makes sense. And you would think that there would be a conversation about that from the label.
There probably was.
I mean, we would hope.
Yeah, there surely probably was.
I'm just saying, like, from the Migos standpoint, if there was a conversation, this is my thing. If there was a conversation that was held, you would think they would react differently. So a
lot of money, Kari, comes with a lot of power, comes with a lot of ego.
Right. And I get it. They built QC. The niggas was saying QC when Streets on Lock was dropping. I understand.
Even outside of building it, money and fame comes with ego that you can't tell niggas nothing in some instances.
I get that. I'm just making a point. I'm saying, like, the fact that they are...
Oh, yeah, I'm not differing.
Have acted and have reacted to the way that they have for the last 3-4 years, it makes me think, like, damn, was there a conversation that was held? Because if there was, you would think niggas would be okay with it more. But I understand these are niggas, you know what I'm saying? These are hood niggas. Like you said, they came up, it was the Migos label, bro. They were on top of the world. I get it. Here comes this little guy, and now he's trying to take our place. fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I'm just looking at the bigger picture because now, look at where we are now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like everything is about to fucking implode, bro. Like, except for Baby. Like, he's the only one. And shit, who knows what his future is like. You know, that's some more speculation. So it's just like, damn.
Now, that's something that I always wondered. I always wondered if Lil Baby would stay with QC. I think we've actually heard him say things about not staying forever.
Or we've talked about it for sure. It sounds familiar.
I think we've heard things.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to confirm that.
Yeah.
But it sounds believable.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, Offset is definitely off of the label, guys.
Yeah, he's definitely off of the label and definitely about to drop his follow up to his debut album.
So the album that's coming out, is this going to be his last album with QC, or is this going to be his newest album with Motown?
It's a great question, bro. Looking like it's just going to be his first on Motown.
That's weird.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, that shit,
but also being a homegrown label, they probably had that situation settled to where he could leave this label quietly.
Okay.
It's not a big legal thing. It's not one of those type of things.
Yeah, let's just drop this song and not put QC on there. Make it easy so nobody really can know the facts. We can just speculate, So I'm sure they may have went about it like that maybe. But
the same way Kendrick did his thing with TDE.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't fulfill it. Well, he told people it'd be his last album. This wasn't a fulfillment or something where you owe us this, and that, and then you can sign off, something like that. You're a family, and this is how we're going to handle you leaving. Like, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And I don't know the whole details, but if that's how it went with Offset, that's how it should go.
Yeah.
But it should really go with them reconciling. This should not be happening. I don't know what's going on with QC, but between the three of them, this should not be happening with Cousins and things of that nature.